Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
He would be the...
Tries a shot! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And this is Pele! Kimmich. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well sorted out.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Messi.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Out towards the flank. Scholes is flagged offside.
And this is Pele!
And he's one-on-one! Pele! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Scholes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Van Balten makes the interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Maldini. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
McAllister. Van Dijk. Rafael Varane. It's a good run down the right. And it's McAllister. Cafu. Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners in this.
He's having a shot! And it's there!
They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Nico Williams. And it's Scholes. And it's Gerrard. Nicely shaped ball.
Terrific header!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Maldini is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Williams. McAllister. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, a delicate chip through. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Messi. McAllister tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Driving on and making good progress. Cafu cuts it out. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, that's a key interception. And he's on a charge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Pelé. Great touch. And he's found a way past. Pelé running with the ball. Scholes. It's a pretty loose pass. And there's the end of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Manchester United will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. So we're just settling back into this second half. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lovely feet. Nice interception, well timed. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pelé. Pelé on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think...
And Messi! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Vieira. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for top.
Pelé! Oh, taken with style. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it.
Goes for the shot!
He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cafu, quarter of an hour into the second half. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Now, can they get him away? Great ball if he can get there. A lot.
And a chance!
Brought out the best in the keeper.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Messi plays it short. And here's Messi. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So, what can they come up with here? They're taking a moment to consider their options. And here's takes a shot! And that's past the post.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now it's Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Big header! Really well taken goal. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
They're still trying to make a game of this. That has not gone well. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That has been cut short. Van de Ven. Messi. Knocks it into space. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Chooses to go cross-field. Kimmich. He's in a great position here. Up he goes! It's there! And they are right back within touch! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
14,
So is this the start of a comeback?
17,
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
number 41,
Vinicius Junior. Can he finish? They've done it! And the lead is extended still further. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Vinicius Junior demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3. Floated through. And he's taking no chances there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He can run onto that. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. He is through here. Deep cross. And he's there to clear it. And that's been won straight back. Searching pass he's played there. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball.
Added minutes has been indicated.
An apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's going to have his name taken. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Scholes. Araujo gets over and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross needs to be good.
Well played and well cleared.
And he's been shifted off it. Scholes.
They want to be...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Pele, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kokchu. Good, strong midfield running here. Showing good feet. Jim, who do you reckon it
Goes for a shot!
And we have our very first corner. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Vieira. Played out towards the right wing. It's a promising run he's making on the right. And that pass just didn't quite work. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Neymar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Kokchu. Here's Matheus Cunha, and it's Grimaldo. Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's got away, and he whips it in. Varane is there, and he can get that clear. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Vieira knocks it out wide. Cafu swings in across, and that's the keeper's ball. Hakimi. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Neymar. Referee has just said play on. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. McAllister. So what can they make of this? And no, that was never going to make it.
Manchester United really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Early ball. Oh, smashing header! Not the best of contact, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Well, talk about confidence. The way he took it on was certainly impressive.
Vieira. Messi tries to pass it through. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Kokchu. Great vision. Big chance! It's hit the upright. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Cafu. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Distributed tidily. That's a sharp pass. Bruno Fernandes. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. He is just caressing the ball. Played out to the left flank. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. In again. And that has been knocked clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Maciej Cunha. Now it's Kukçu. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
So it's been even so far. Which way will things go in the second half? Ours, of course. Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Manchester United really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Vinicius Junior has it in a wide position. Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior on a strong run down the right. Oh, what a climb! And it's Vieira. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! And it's a goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. He can get that clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Nicely worked.
Shot, surely! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Kukçu at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's been shifted off it. Grimaldo. Looking to play him in.
Oh, Bruno Fernandes!
Araujo gets it clear. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Bruno Fernandes!
And he's taking no chances there. It's their second corner of the game. Araujo gets it away. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Tries to play it through. Bruno Fernandes is onto this.
Can he finish?
Cleared without complication. Kukçu closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Araujo tries to clear. It's a good spell of possession, this. He shifted it to the flank, and that interception was most necessary. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Kukçu. He's in plenty of space here.
Cafu shows great strength.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's been played through. Now, who's going to be first to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
De Ligt did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nicely weighted ball. Kukçu receives it in a wide position. Dani Olmo. And this is Pele. Chance here to counter. Hakimi gets over and intercepts. Now he's off and running. That is a great pick out. It's a promising position. Rudiger clears it away. Back in once more. And the keeper beats it away. Rooney. Now it's Pele. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, played right into his path. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Pele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Manchester United can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do,